I am Gabe Intrieri, and I paint in acrylics.
Great.
Entirely.
Now, the first thing that I noticed when I looked at your work was that your subject matter was very diverse and very interesting.
Yeah. This solo show, it's not like I don't have like a specific theme, I guess, that I was going for. It was a lot of it, some of it's just like an exploration of styles and like motifs and things. A lot of them are me just trying to test my skills, test my like abilities, and realism and representation and things like that. And some I feel like are just scenes and things that, I've experienced in life, try and represent.
Can you talk about the haircut painting?
The Samson and Delilah painting, yeah.
Wow.
That I actually, it was inspired almost entirely from a Leonard Cohen song, the Leonard Cohen song Hallelujah. There's the line, she tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne, and she cut your hair.
Interesting.
And I thought it was like a cool, I thought it would be a cool way to incorporate like a modern twist to it, like more of a Delilah taking action, because like the story is like so passive from her aspect, like she orders in some guards to do it. Meanwhile, she's like the emotional crux of it. So she obviously has a more active role in this painting. And so behind the scenes, if you want to know about the actual models who worked for it, there were two of my friends growing up, and they were married, and in real life. And I asked them if they wanted to model for me for it, because I had this idea, and they were like, yeah, totally. So I took it for them. I took the picture of them. They modeled it for me, which was nice, in their apartment. And I did like a study of it, and I was like, oh, that's nice. I liked it, but I was like, I just put it aside for a while. And by the time I actually got to work on the painting, she left him for another man.
Oh boy.
So I don't know, it was weird. I felt really weird starting it at first, like especially because of the subject matter. So I asked the husband, who was like my good friend, and he had no problem with it. He was like, yeah, totally, I don't care. It's no big deal. But I just thought it was an interesting.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it as somebody not knowing any of what it is, it made me very curious. At first it seemed harmless, and then when you see his hands bound, you're like, is this kind of some veiled S&M thing? Or?
I purposely made it like a black tie, similar to marriage. I had bonds of some kind, more, not marriage. It's like
Have you ever seen Warhol's haircut movie?
No.
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's basically just a guy getting a haircut forever.
Just loops back? Does it just loop back through? Or is it like
if it's looped.
It's just a really long hair and he cuts it?
No, it's not like that. But it's just, I think he slows it down. It's like a shot on 8mm, I think. So it's like very long and slow. Yeah. But it's a very interesting film. Like, like as you watch it, new ideas come of, what's, it's very...
I don't know. There is something about a haircut too that is extremely intimate, because I know for me, God, if I had a bad haircut, I wouldn't stop thinking about it until I got the next one, right?
Yeah. Well, it's also, I think for me, it's like one of the few times where I like let somebody just do something like that,
Yeah, absolutely. It takes, you're just like, because in a sense, you're just like, go to town. I'll tell you what I kind of want.
Yeah, that's the whole problem, knowing how to communicate with and it took me about 40 years to learn that.
You just got to know, like, the numbers. They're good with numbers. They're like, oh, clipper sizes. I'll just match it.
For a while, I was making the mistake. I would say like punk, like straight up, but they when they heard punk, they meant like that faux, and I was like, why are these people giving me this?
Jersey Shore frat look. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Faux hawk look, yeah.
Yeah, it was not what I wanted, but
yeah.
Now, there were a couple of your paintings that looked very much like a religious motif in style.
Yeah.
But but there were others who weren't in that motif, but somehow I felt there was something, if not religious, spiritual about it.
Any ones in particular?
I can't remember.
Well, there was the red cow one was religious.
The red cow?
The red heifer.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking now of it's like the field with a lot of cows, and then there's like a ruin.
Oh, yeah. That was actually like more of something like it was a beautiful experience that I was at. It was in Rome on the Appalachian Trail, and this herder was just herding sheep, and I took it was they were grazing right in front of this Roman ruin that they take for granted because they just walk past every day, and I thought it was I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. So it was a picture that I took that I just felt like I wanted to represent. It was also, I also thought of it as kind of like a test of skill, a lot of like blades of grass, a lot of textures and stuff like that, a lot of fine things.
See, I took the Roman ruins as some kind of totem or icon, like 2001 when the odalisque comes up.
That wasn't actually intended to be a mirror to another piece I had that I've actually I ripped accidentally. It was punctured a hole through it that I have been trying to repair bit by bit, which was kind of like, it was very much similar in like color scheme and like composition and stuff. It was like two people watching a boat go by, and I thought of the painting of the goats at Rome as kind of just like a collapse almost, like a flip side, like this. It was also a trip I had taken to Martha's Vineyard to visit a friend who was working there at the time, and the friend was in it, and my other good buddy, my roommate now, was in it, and I took a picture of the Martha's Vineyard ferry going by, and I thought it was like, it's one of the most expensive little islands, excluding Manhattan, in the country, and it's extremely wealthy, and it's extremely built up infrastructure-wise, but like there are very few people there, because it's all rich, and it's all like vacation homes.
Right.
And there's scooters, and there's lime scooters, and there's like electric bikes, but like most of it's unused, most of the houses are gorgeous but untouched. So I just kind of thought of it as a flip side to it. Mm-hmm. So that's interesting. I'm glad it came through in some way.
Yeah. The other connection I saw when I looked at it was the cover to the Who's Next album. Do you know that?
Not that one. No.
Yeah, it's basically there's like some kind of concrete thing there. And they were all turning away from it, putting their zippers up, and they just peed on it.
Yeah.
But it has this kind of like symbol of
just decay is more of it. Just like that's what. I think. Yeah, like that was what I was trying to get at. And just it's kind of a fitting time in terms of empires collapsing now.
Yeah. Now, could you talk a little bit about the funeral procession?
Yeah. That actually also started out with a trip I take. I don't travel all that much, but the times I do, you get inspired, I think. It was when I was in Guatemala. There was a festival happening for I think just some local important priest had died, and it was the funeral procession. And that was the original spark for it, because it was actually it was beautiful, but it was extremely sad. There was a huge marching band, and there was like Palo Santo and like patchouli and Palo Santo incense being burnt throughout the entire city, and it was like extremely loud, and the casket had like this whole sculpture on it that was lit up and swaying back and forth as like the marching band went by, and that was like, I was like, wow, like a funeral procession is there's a lot of beauty in it, even though it's really sad. And then I took it for the one that I made upstairs. I made it children specifically because again, of the time we're living in now, just in general. In human beings, the generation that comes after is often burdened with the irresponsibility and just the wrongdoings of their generations before, and regardless of if they're suited for it, they're required to just kind of go at it.
Now, when I looked at it, you know, I see a lot of imagery like that from New Orleans art. But then when I saw that it was a skeleton leading it, that kind of took me back, like, oh, I didn't expect that or something. I don't know why it took me back, really, but it did.
I tried to make the skeleton as jovial and happy as possible, and I don't know, just like the movements, and like, I know it's hard to make a skull seem happy, but I tried to, because like, to him it is fun. To him it is like the mark. It's his time to shine.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, you know, with Mexico's Day of the Dead, how that kind of turns the skull or the skeleton around in a way too.
There was a lot of like imagery of like tissue paper being made into like skulls and things like that at the time, and a lot of it was burning too. A lot of it was like, you know, lit it on fire. Not it, the sculptures themselves, but just like fires and incense and things burning. So I don't know. I guess yeah. It was a very cool experience.
And how did you end up doing this show? What's your relationship with the Green?
I found them through Instagram. Actually, yeah, I was a fan of their gallery. I saw they had an open call, and I submitted to a few. And yeah, that's how it. Yeah,
So you won a group show and then got to do a solo show. Is that how it worked?
Yeah, it was a curator's choice actually from Sean. He liked my work a lot, and yeah. I'd been in a few things, and he pulled me aside and he joked. He was like, it was he was like, I know they didn't see it, but I like it, so I'm gonna choose it. And it's like, thank you. It meant a lot.
And this is your first group show?
That was my this is my
And what does that mean to have your first show? Like, how is that a stepping stone or?
Yeah, absolutely. I work in my room. So like I've never been able to see all of my work hung up on one wall before. So it's incredible just to be able to see that. And
what is your background artistically? Did you study art in college, self-taught?
Painting. I'd say I'm self-taught in painting. I went to college for design, mostly for like graphic design and motion graphics, video editing, which I still do now in my job. But painting definitely has always been I think like a self-passion.
And any next plans for your work or career?
I would like to continue to explore things less based on reality and reference. More still representational, still realism, but I would like to try and rely less on models and references. Try and explore that a bit more.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck with the show.
Thank you so much. It was really nice to talk to you. Thank you.